So my people, yesterday, Twitter was so hot. From Twitter to Instagram, from Instagram to Facebook, and then it landed on TikTok. A lot of things were happening yesterday between Tacha and relationship therapist, relationship expert Buchi Solomon, guys. Wow. So if you all know, Tacha don't stay for London for more than 4 months now. She's been in London. And recently she got back to Nigeria. Though she announced it on her Instagram handle some weeks ago that she misses Nigeria, she misses her daughter, and she is coming back very soon. So yesterday she finally arrived in Lagos State, and you can see from the video, she arrived and you know our normal celebrity character now. A lot of siren, a lot of bodyguards, a lot of people, fan base all over the place, police escort, and she posted this video on her Instagram and posted it on Twitter. So Buchi Solomon saw this video on Twitter and reacted towards it. According to Buchi, he said, this is literally the reason Nigerian celebrities don't like moving abroad, because they will miss the jobless Nigerians who fans over them. And this statement got to Tacha. And Tacha is one celebrity to say, you know, fi yab her, she keep quiet. Tacha will always come back to clap for you. So Tacha came back with this reply. She said, calling Nigerian jobless, but you said professional camera with mic talking about me, scream joblessness. Better be thanking your wife for housing you, because you have been in the UK for God knows how long. Job you never see. Now you are just worthless house husband without ring light. Cry, baby, cry. Hey, God. This one enter. Just imagine a wife where they house, generally they take care of Pekino, because that woman just born. She has a newborn that she's taking care of. Straight bullet from Tacha now go touch the woman because of the husband, guys. Anyways, Buchi did not just stop there when Tacha replied. He came back for her again, and this was what he said. According to Buchi, he said, my legitimate wife housed me, but you are housed by other people's husband. Pride emoji. Harcourt, illiterate. Tacha came back hot this time around for him. Tacha said, me and you, we go dig on today. You no grief for me, me I no go grief for you. And the worst part is that fans were busy adding scores. Once Tacha fires back, they'll say Tacha 1, Buchi 0. Buchi fires back, they'll say Tacha, Buchi 2, Tacha 0. It was a messy thing yesterday. And this was Tacha's reply. Tacha said, I give you a whole lifetime to provide receipts of anybody's husband housing me. I will pay this month rent so your wife can relax and breathe. You go grow old with nothing. The 4 months I spent in the UK, I will confidently house both you and your struggling wife. My 1 month rent in Canary Wharf is your 6 month rent. If no be low self-esteem, where one finish your wife, who in their right senses go house her fellow woman with ring lights. UK my food, cold and broke podcaster or Diego. So ever since Tacha dropped this reply, Solomon has not said anything since then. Though fans, some were against him, some were for him, some were against Tacha, some were for Tacha. And this morning, only for me to see on his page that Buchi said ring lights again, just to interview his wife concerning what happened yesterday. This is to show you that what Tacha said got to him, because if what Tacha said did not get to him, why will you go and call your wife to start asking her, baby, what they said about us on social media, does it get to you? How do you react? Just listen. Here is the full interview of what he was interviewing his wife. Then after this, we'll now go to people's reaction, guys. Listen to it.
Social media isn't a real place, and I don't really care about the opinions of people online, because it doesn't have an effect on us in any way. But most times I don't really know it's happening unless I maybe stumble upon it randomly, or maybe I notice that, you know, you're down or something and I'm like, oh, you know, is everything okay and whatnot. So it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. It is annoying and it's very, very frustrating, because it just feels like sometimes people just deliberately misunderstand you. But I guess that's just to be expected, to be honest, just being online. Sorry, baby. It's okay. So, yeah.
So you've never really, no dragging has ever gotten to you?
The one that got to me, that really, really, really got on my nerves, was the "you're not the most beautiful woman" one.
Oh, yeah, because of the takes and what people were saying.
Yeah, because I was just like, I mean, you know, it was written to me. It's like, what's that saying? Don't take paracetamol for somebody else's headache. Yeah. Like, I had no issues with it, and people were trying to force me to have an issue with it. And I'm like,
but you know, the thing is, I genuinely thank God because of the way you are. Because if I'm married... a social media freak.
Um,
And when I mean social media freak, I don't mean someone that uses social media, but someone who allows social media to sort of like influence their essence out of being in trouble. Maybe our engagement would have been broken.
to be honest, actually, very true.
Yeah. So,
Because if I was that type of person, like
woman,
that,
you know, one of those
that
women
didn't
who don't see something wrong with something until another woman now says, "Oh, how will he speak to you like that? Oh, how will he do this?"
yeah. But I think I was just very secure.
Yeah, and I mean,
in myself, and because I obviously I know you, and I know you in a way that people online do not know you. So, yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it's just know who you are, know who you're getting married to,
Yeah.
or who you are with. I mean, I have my faults and failings, but it's definitely not a lot of the opinions that I see online.
No,
Like, yeah.
People make you out to. People were even in my DM saying, "Oh, he's a narcissist." I'm like, as if they have lived with you and they.
Yeah.
How does this interview sound? Like, you literally set your wife every Eke market day for dragging. This thing that this woman was saying, the one that really got to her was the one that she's not the most beautiful woman on earth. He was the one that said it to her husband, set ring light, and was talking about women. And there was a place where he mentioned that even his wife is not the most beautiful. You can imagine your own husband publicly telling people that you are not the most beautiful woman on earth. You're not the most beautiful woman. Your own husband. And people were not finding it easy on him. People were like, why do you like setting your wife up? Whenever you just set your ring light and carry your mic, you can just basically say your thing without involving your wife or including your wife. This woman is not a social media type. And true, that woman, she's very mindful and very unproblematic. But you see, Buchi is always on everybody's case. Every post he sees on media, he's always reacting towards it. And he will always find one thing that will cause kasala or that will make people involve his wife. Now, people are seeing the wife as someone that has low self-esteem, or she's a pick-me type. She married just because no one else is there for her. Like some person that says she doesn't love herself. Now, him that is setting ring lights now to interview the woman, what were you expecting her to say? She just start airing her mind in front of you when the two of you are in the same house? No, let me know. That is what people are saying. How will you set ring light after the basketballs of yesterday between you and Tacha? Tacha called your wife low self-esteem. She's the one housing you, feeding you. This morning you're setting ring light to ask her all the things you see on social media. Does it get to you? What were you expecting her to say? She should, okay, knowing fully whether you're going to post it, she will now start saying, it got to me. I don't like this. After that, you start nagging at home behind cameras, right? This character shows seriously that this man is a narcissist. He nags a lot at home, honestly. Guys, let me just read what someone said. This is what this lady had to say. Now, this person said, Solomon Buchi needs to learn how to talk, when to talk, and when to close his mouth and keep silent. He talks too much, and he's one of the reasons his wife will always collect heat, even though she's the person who minds her business diligently. Learn to keep things private. Now, Solomon is going to be the man that his wife houses and feeds because he could not just respect himself. And there have been several cases of him speaking from both sides of his mouth last month and before. There are things you bring to social media and things you don't, because the internet will always remember. And even when they begin to have small amnesia, close your mouth. Because when it's like we have forgotten what he said before, he will bring up another thing that will give the internet content. I don't share personal details of myself or my family because internet people doesn't care. Another person also said, justice for the innocent wife wey stray bullets hit for matter when no concern her because her husband refused to close him wide mouth. See who they drag Tacha. It's well. Another one said, in all of this, now the wife wey they collect on a steady, I dey pity. Honestly, I think Buchi really need to know when to stop and when to start. But the way he said it matters. You're reacting towards Tacha's behavior, towards Tacha's show off. The next thing, you're now involving Nigerians, calling them jobless. You that is setting ring light to talk about the jobless. Do you have a job? Your job is to set light and talk about them. Now, you should be thanking them for giving you content, right? Because if actually they did not gather with Tacha like that, you couldn't have content that will make you go viral or that will make people talk about you. And I believe that the more they're talking about you, you're being paid, your videos are going viral, your name is popping up on the search engine. So sometimes before you react towards people's actions, you think about yourself, you choose your words so that you don't put your innocent wife in trouble. That's just the only thing I'm saying there. I'm not saying what he said about our celebrities living abroad is bad. That's the truth. When they go outside, they behave themselves. When they come back, they do all their shenanigans, showing off and that. It's their money, it's their lifestyle, right? But you, when you're reacting towards their lifestyle, you mind the choice of words you use. You don't insult other people. You have the opportunity to stay abroad and they don't have. You're calling them jobless. Anyways, guys, thank you for always watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification button to always get notified on every new video we drop, guys. This is a growing channel. It's a new channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Drop your comment, like this video, and share. See you on the next one. Bye.